perfectly sliced mushroom. It's great. Onions have got a nice sort of softish colour. And just sprinkle a handful on this one. It goes a bit lumpy at this stage, but I'll take my chances.
She's bad by that soup.
Go over. Food! Food, glorious food! Some spaghetti and mushrooms.
Oh, we've got loads of fun with that.
You can have some of this. No? You want some of this lovely looking food?
Yeah, he didn't used to cook.
He has his moments.
He
has a few recipes which he cooks to perfection.
And it's wildly expanding now. He made me a piece of toast last week. It was really quite nice.
With margarine or butter?
Yeah. I'm not sure actually, I couldn't tell. I think it might have been stork.
Bon appetit. We actually like to talk about conspiracy theory quite a lot. The tendency is like it's very tempting to think that there's a conspiracy in the music industry against bands like the Family Cat, or specifically the Family Cat. But it is a case of you do actually have to take the music industry on at its own game. That means you've got to be super organised and super ruthless. And sometimes we've just been a bit too cuddly and a bit too friendly and a bit too unwilling to tread on a few toes here and there. Don't want to rub people up the wrong way, but we've certainly got to be a bit more ruthless about getting what we want.
We had to reassert ourselves. We couldn't go in and, call the shots to anybody at the beginning of the year. And we can now.
Don't have anything to do at all. Shall we go out tonight? Will that be alright? Shall we search for a fortune of fame, for oil or peace or waters?
There are difficulties with having Family Cat backing vocals, not because of inability, but because you've never really done it before. If you haven't sung in front of a microphone or sung in the studio before, it's quite a daunting prospect. So we actually thought, well, we'll go completely outside the band and get somebody else in. So we sent the tape to Polly and said, can you come and sing on these songs? She came down to London one day, sang on Colour Me Grey. We didn't tell her what to sing, she just came with her own interpretation of the song, went into the, stood in front of the microphone, sang. We said, it's great. We kept everything she did. So it wasn't like a backing vocal, it's like an extra part. It's almost like if somebody had just walked in and done an extra guitar part for us, or any kind of instrument. So in that respect, it worked really well. Probably the best thing we've done in a long time is though we did a secret. We opened up for Carter and Stubble Sex Machine, the Brixton Academy. I mean, they said, will you come on and be first on? And we said, yes, we'd like to be very much. But we're doing our London shows, can we not advertise it? So it was a surprise for everybody who was in the audience that the Family Cat were playing. And fortunately, there was a huge roar when we walked on, so that was good. And that was brilliant because we felt totally involved in the whole process. It was us, the Inspiral Carpets, and then Carter.
We were so determined to do well at Reading, nearly self-exploded. We just kind of when we actually got into that stage, it wasn't kind of like, oh no, the Melody Maker are going to slag us off for this. We just right, this is the Family Cat, and it was fantastic. Every time we do something where the pressure's on, we do it right. The common misconceptions about the Family Cat were made up before people actually saw the Family Cat. From one review, you might have somebody, saying, a bit like the wedding present, i.e., they're all male, white. Therefore, they're a bit like the wedding present. And everybody got that into their heads. Well, not everybody, journalists who we don't really bother about. I mean, it's people that have to see us, and that's the main difficulty with us at the moment. If we can get people to hear our records, we can get an audience. If we can get people to come to our gigs, they'll come again and again and again. It's just actually getting in front of these crowds. And Reading was ideal for that, because people were just wandering through a field, and they were all there. Same thing with the Brixton Academy. People from the Brixton Academy will go out and try and buy Colour Me Grey this week. They won't find it in the shops, but they'll have a go.
So they stab me in the back, call me lover, but nothing now can ever be the same. Swapping stories of past conquest, and we'll tell each other